So this is second try on this refrigeration system, because last time that I tried to use this as a metering device, I had a short piece of capillary tube between this point right here and clear tubing, and there was a problem that the pressure went too low after the capillary tube, and it was frozen just about here, and there was not really any cooling on the radiator. So this time the high pressure liquid refrigerant will travel through this plastic tube to this metering device, and we shall see if this can if it can adjust the pressure to a right level for this radiator. This radiator is actually not that great for this kind of use, because it has multiple paths to this way right there, and then also multiple paths to this way. So it's actually pretty short, and I don't know if it will work or not, but we shall see. There is also a gauges hooked up, and it's currently pumping it to a vacuum, and there is nothing in there because it has been running for like 10 minutes. The gas that I'm using is this propane butane mixture, and the canister now weighs about 469 grams, and I will measure it once again when I have this thing running. So now I will hook up the gauges and the tube to the bottle, and we shall start filling it up. So now we are going to purge the line with the refrigerant. So we are going to open the bottle, and now the line has pressure, but we should also press this pin right there to burst the air. And you could hear that the density of the gas is different, so when it goes out from the small hole, the sound was different with air and with the gas. For now, I'm going to adjust the metering device to really low, and I shall see how the pressures look like. So now both of these are off, so the pressures are negative because we pulled vacuum on it, and the line has pressure, so when I open this, the gas will go into the system. Let's get this right here. And I also have a ammeter here, so we can watch the amperage. I have also a small fan on the condenser. So let's turn it down. Now it consumes about 700 milliamps. I guess there is something wrong with this meter, or it picks something up with the iron frame. But now let's slowly add the refrigerant. There is nothing on the lines right here, right now. I guess we need more gas. Now there is some action. That is a liquid refrigerant, but there is really nothing in here. It seems that it goes away here for some reason. I guess that it needs more gas. This bottle is starting to freeze. It's really cold. So this is the current setup. There's gauges. The high pressure side is not connected because the system is so small that if the high pressure side is connected, the hose has so big volume compared to the whole system that a big amount of gas is like unused in this red line. Let's adjust this thing to get some regulation. Now it's full off. Let's get that fan running on the condenser. This fan is actually, I will disconnect it for now. There we can see the gas coming into the radiator. And here it's coming to the metering device. there is the temperature. It's actually pretty hard to get in the metering device to a good spot, because it's like the area is in like 1/16 of the turn, so no, it's not enough gas, I guess. We are actually now floating back. No, yeah, you can see it right there. It's bubbling. So now I have been running it for a while and actually made a mini fridge consisting of a 10-liter bucket and a evaporator. I have diagnosed that there is a problem with moisture in the refrigerant, because it's currently about quarter turn open, but there's no flow whatsoever. But if I have to open it pretty much to get anything to go, so there is some ice formed on the orifice of the valve, so that's a problem. That mark was like, that point of the arrow was like right there, and I have opened it to this much and there is still no flow, so yeah, that's a problem. Now it's this much and still no flow, and it started flowing. Is it floating back? I guess so, because there is frost on that adapter, so yeah. It's really hard to adjust, because if you get it just right, then there will be a ice blockage and you have to crack the valve. In here we have a glass of water, and there is actually some ice forming on the very top of it. Yes, that's definitely ice. So yeah, it's working. It has been there for about 10 minutes now. It's actually pretty cool to see the refrigerant flowing through the line. If someone knows why this compressor is using so much power, because it's rated at 68 watts and now it's using about 150 watts, and actually without load or in vacuum it uses about the same amount of power, and that's very strange. I have changed the oil to a mineral oil because I'm using a butane from these canisters, and I know that there is plenty of moisture in them, so that's why I changed the oil. This compressor was originally used for R134A, so was it POA oil or something like that? Here you can see the refrigerant flowing in and out to the evaporator. There is much more bubbles on the output side of the evaporator, and that's good because now I know that I'm pretty sure that I'm just feeding a liquid refrigerant into the system.